Hey there, I'm Dr. Charlie Brown. This video is very different than what I'm normally ever recording about. It's really a plea to hair care companies. As you can see, I have a lot of hair, and I am so glad that black hair is getting its moment in the production line sun. I think that's in part due to major celebrities who are creating their own product lines and then really publicizing that. We're really seeing black hair care in a light that it has maybe not seen in the modern world. One of those celebrities is Tabitha Brown. And I have to pause here for a second and give an ode to Tabitha Brown because I got on Instagram very late to the game, and she was one of the first people who was recommended to me. When I tell you, I saw her and thought her energy was some of the most beautiful I'd ever seen. To be clear, I mean that her outside is really reflecting her inside. And I just said, this woman is stunning. Her energy is stunning. I took a couple of clicks through her content and I said, oh, this woman is going somewhere. She's about to be everywhere. And this was, I think, just a couple of months before she went viral on TikTok for cooking. Some of the things I loved about her, though, were her realness, right? She is who she says she is in all aspects. Her energy is just so pure. It's so all of her. It's so every aspect of her. I appreciated her Fridays with Tab and Chance. If you haven't seen those, like if you've never seen conversations with her husband, they talk about the real stuff that couples are going to go through. And if you want a relationship into longevity, watch some of these videos and some of the conversations she's having with, or they're having with other couples, and really like, this is how you get through the difficult. I also watched the Very Good Mondays, and I loved, number one, that she's showcasing products for other small companies. And number two, I really, really loved her dynamic with Choice, with her daughter. It was very mother-daughter-ish, and supportive, right? She looked at Choice and she said, sis, you sure that's a decision you want to make, like right here, right now? And yet she would still support the decisions that Choice may have made in that moment. I saw her cooking videos and I said, okay, I get it. I understand why she's about to be everywhere. I absolutely understood when she went viral a couple months later. And then two things that really stand out to me as well, that she laughed on camera and that she ate on camera. And I don't know how much you may know about the way that women are constantly asked and deemed to be smaller than themselves, but there's a shrinking and a not taking up of space that women are continually asked to perform over and over and over again. Among those things are like, don't laugh in public. We can note very prominent celebrities who are like, they give the faintest of facial motions because, I don't know, laugh lines. I don't actually know the reason as to why they won't be seen laughing in public. But women also don't eat in public. Women are like, it must be the daintiest of salads. And Tabitha Brown didn't do any of that. I'm also here for every aspect of her living out loud. She is a woman who has clearly done the work and is doing work, has done her work, is doing her work, and has done the work that makes it seem like she's an overnight sensation. She's been putting this work in for 20 plus years. I also really appreciate her business savvy acumen and her willingness and ability to be living so out loud that sometimes the evolution is out loud and in public too. She has the Target brand. She has Donna's Recipe, which I'll get to in a minute because that's actually related to what this video is supposed to be about. But and Kale My Name, and then that not working out quite the way that she was thinking it would work out. And then Tab Time, right? This woman went from relatively unknown to an Emmy for a children's program. And I'm not a parent, I'm an auntie. I am president of the Vicarious Aunties Club. This is who I want my babies to be learning from. and just her TSAs, right? Her what are spiritual downloads, her just messages to people like, hey, you gonna get through it, and her willingness to stand up when people are throwing their projections on her. I really love everything about her. Books, right? Book tours, cookbook, book, all of the things. I really love Tabitha Brown's ability to take people into the fold. People really truly feel like they belong in that space. I do hope that she continues to, set the boundaries, surgery, all of the things, set the boundaries and put the supports in place that allow her to still have time to herself that isn't for public consumption. And I am also here for every level of growth that she experiences. Sis, your star is still continuing to rise. I also hope that you put those supports in place that say, okay, when the star is like, all right, I'm good for now, that can last you and serve you for the rest of your life and your family's lives. So that is my ode to Tabitha Brown. I am also going to message you, Dr. Charli Brown, with Charli with just an I, Brown like the color, with no numbers or other extra letters. I have an idea that I think might support some of all of your dreams in kind of one place. So I'll message that to Tabitha Brown. If your team sees it, great. Okay. And Donna's recipe. So the other thing I love about Tabitha Brown is that she names her hair and she talks about her hair. Donna has a whole personality. If you've been watching some recent, shenanigans, Donna got her own show. As a woman with a lot of hair, as someone who has always had a lot of hair, I really appreciate, in particular, kind of the journey of Donna and Donna's recipe. And that's actually what I want to talk about, is hair care and my plea to hair care companies. This is a short medium length for me. My hair will get down to my booty butt. I've had it shaved. I wore a curly afro for a while, but I also don't have any heat products. I don't need a routine. I don't need like my wash day. No. One, I condition my hair and comb through every other day. And then in the in-between days, I'm always putting something on it. Everything is a leave-in. Everything is a leave-in. I would love a hair care line. I would love hair care products that everything is a leave-in, and then no matter what order you put them in, every leave-in in, no matter what order they're in, that they all work and they all kind of build on one another. And so I have some products that I just am showcasing because I use them. I want to say we collectively sometimes mistake constructive feedback for throwing shade. I'm not throwing shade at all in this video. A side note, you will absolutely know if I am throwing shade at you. You will be very clear on that indeed. So I'm gonna pull some products in and kind of highlight what I think their pluses are and what I'm asking for. I shampoo maybe twice a month, maybe every 2 weeks or so. It's really when there's too much product in my hair and I just need to clean it up. So first, Mielle. So I use a lot of Mielle's products. The number one thing that changes my hair is the climate, is what is happening with the weather. And I spent the first 15 years of my adult life just moving about from place to place, very notoriously among my friend groups. And I might get a new product, I might get a product that works, and then I'd move to another place. It often was like a 2-year cycle where it would take me a year of trying things out, and then I'd have maybe a year of using it, and then I would move to another place. That cycle went into hyperdrive because instead of me moving every 2 years, suddenly I was moving like every 6 months or once a year. It was 1 year I had 5 addresses, which for the record is far too many addresses for 1 year. But the climate was the thing that constantly would change what my hair did and what my hair needed. And because I moved so much, I was always looking for new products. When I tried Mielle products, what I love the most about them is that most of the lines work well for my hair. But as I said, everything is a leave-in. I don't care what it says. I don't care what the product is for. It's a leave-in. I really desire a wash and go, really like a product and go. I don't own any heat products. I haven't for let's call it 15 years. I don't have a blow dryer. I don't have a diffuser. Diffusers are amazing, but I've never used one. I don't know how to use it if I had one. Don't actually want one. I'm not going to put in all that work because my hair, because it's so thick, takes a long time to dry. So I gave up on heat products a very long time ago, relatively speaking, in kind of the modern natural hair care phenomena that is happening in this moment of time and life. So I don't have heat products. I don't have a curling iron. I don't have a flat iron. So if you ask me why don't I straighten my hair, because oh my gosh, it sets me to cussing. It's fly, but it's not my preferred way to wear my hair. I wear my hair curly. I don't really do much to it, except I comb through it every other day with conditioner, with something that says conditioner in it. Whether or not it's a leave-in, I'm leaving it in. And then an additional product on the in-between days is what I do. And I don't comb that through because I'm not trying to comb through this hair every doggone day. So I really need the shampoo to be the base, and like a good shampoo, and then everything is a leave-in product, and I need those products to work together in any order that I put them in. So Mael, when I first started using Mael, I'm impressed with the quality of ingredients consistently. Monique, the founder, I think she really did her research, and that really shows in her products. This is their flagship, the pomegranate and honey, which I like. This was a really well done set point. But the reason I use this shampoo is because it comes in a giant size. Because I have all this hair and I always need a giant size. So this is, I do like 2 runs of shampoo. So this is the first run. It kind of, that's usually deep into my scalp. And then this one, the Babasao, is my second round. This shampoo, this is new. This is a new product for me. And boy, does this work well. My goodness. It's very liquidy. And I was like, that's going to slip right out of my hair. It does not. This lathers fantastically. And with just no other product, like if I'm going to not put anything in my hair after this, this is a great second shampoo to do that. And shampoo gets washed out. Everything else stays in my hair. So these 2 products I use in tandem. Also, I am very aware that products are a line, and they are a line for a reason. It's like this, it builds on this, and this builds on this. I just use all the products that work for my hair, and I use them in a round. So that's what I need from a hair care line. This surprised me a lot, and I got 2 of them because I thought the bottle was small. That's another thing. I really do need things in a giant size. And this is a 32 ounce. I could go for a 64 ounce and be perfectly happy with that. So these 2 products are great. This one, the strength, this is a well done baseline, but the primary reason that I use this as my shampoo is because it comes in a giant size. This one was a new product for me to try. And I love it. As I have loved consistently Mael's product lines. Each new product line works way better than the last one. And so I'm also very satisfied because there's one brand that has a bunch of product lines that work really well for my hair. This is the Kalahari Melon Aloe Vera Multitasking Leave-In Conditioner. Also a new product for me to try. This, this is probably the best designed spray top I have ever seen. It is a continuous spray, so the whole time you spray it, let me put that in. The whole time you spray it, there is product coming out. I also love the lock on the top. I think that is ingenious. This works really well as a spray top, as a spray nozzle. It's a thin conditioner. The multitasking part is also very true. My hair is so thick that I need so many sprays of this just to do one section of my hair. That's a lot. Psychologically, I don't really want to pump something or spray something 17 times. My hand starts to hurt 17 times just to get one section of my hair to put product in. I really do love the product, but the thin conditioners, which I've used others of Mael's, They do work well. I just need so much of them that I don't necessarily repeat buying them unless I have a specific reason to do so. All right, water break. So this is another of the Kalahari Melon aloe vera products, the weightless oil, deep hydration. This actually does a phenomenal job. And what I like about this, it comes in a small pump, but this is functionally what this product needs. You don't need a lot of this oil. A little goes a long way. So a product like this would be great because it enhances whatever you got going on before and after it. This product will enhance it. It smells phenomenal. I love this new Kalahari Melon aloe vera. The scent of the stuff is really great. All of my else stuff smells really good. I get compliments on how good my hair smells all the time, and that's from someone who is not. I'm not your scent person. I am not the person who goes out and buys specific scents because I love smell goods. I appreciate smelling good. I appreciate other people who smell good, but that's not me. So I get a lot of compliments for the products that I use because my L's products smell so good. And this small pump works well for this product, and because I don't need a lot of this product. So this one is kind of A+. This is not a Mael product. This is from Nuade, which you cannot see. Nuade with an accent on the E. Nuade hair products. I've used their hair oils before. And again, because the climate is the number one thing that changes what my hair needs. In one climate it worked, and then in another climate, the next climate, it didn't work. They've recently come out with this hair lotion, which works really well on my hair. I really like this. And what I love about this, if it is for my scalp, it needs an applicator tip. I'm not going to put something in my hand if I need to put it on my scalp. Give me something to put it on my scalp with. This hair oil, this hair lotion works really well. I got the travel size, the try it size for each of their three main products: a super hair oil, a light hair oil, and this new hair lotion. And the hair lotion works really well. So I'm going to get the larger version of this as well. And this is Nuade, who does hair oil. I've used their products before, and this one is their best one yet. What I love is that it's for the scalp, so it has the scalp applicator. That's what I really need in hair products. And finally, this one is Mael's Rosemary Mint Strengthening Leave-In Conditioner. As I said, everything is a leave-in for me. I use this for the first time today, actually. And this is an extraordinarily good detangler. I'd never purchased it before. This came with my haul, and it was a haul. I said, I know they make the boxes this big, but I had never seen a Mael box as large as the one that arrived with my latest haul of their product. And the reason I haven't used this is one of their best sellers, but the reason I had never purchased it is because of the mint. Mint, if you mint menthol based products. Menthol is the ones that that are cooling, and you feel that's going to be tea tree, eucalyptus, mint, any kind of mint, peppermint, spearmint, and also I'm missing one. It escapes me at the moment. But those products are great for inside my body. If you need a soothe all, I strongly recommend a good brand of peppermint tea. Traditional medicinals if you need it in a bag, or go to your local botanica or curandera or African herb shop and get you some loose leaf peppermint tea. The stronger your peppermint tea, the better it will do. But if you just need something to carry around with you that will help everything internal, it'll help toothaches, it'll help tummy aches, it'll help calm your nerves. It will help keep you awake without caffeine. All sorts of things that peppermint tea is good for. That is the tea I recommend. On hair and skin products, it tends to dry my skin out consistently. No matter the mint, no matter the eucalyptus, no matter the tea tree oil, they're all too strong for me, and they tend to dry my skin out. So I had never tried this. This was one of the free products because I spent enough money for the haul. And great product. It's really thick, much thicker than I thought it was going to be. I actually thought it was going to be a liquidy conditioner. I was a bit skeptical about it being a conditioner. Super thick, fantastic detangler. That's one of the best detanglers I've probably ever used. But this bottle is tiny. This bottle is 3.2 ounces. Probably I used about a third of the bottle, so this will last me probably 3 tries through. But it does have the top that I like, the flip top. I know that many people love hair people. They love the pump. And the pump works well for shampoo, especially in large sizes for me. But for every other conditioner, because I have so much hair and because my hair is so thick, I need a squeeze bottle. I need to not have to face the psychological everything of having to pump something 17 times just to get enough for a fourth of my hair. Side note, I am probably not actually putting more than 4 sections in my hair in any given time to put product through. I also use the curly brush with the spread out fingers. That helps to detangle hair pretty well. That works very well on my hair. But I need the top. I need the top that I can choose the amount, and I need a giant size of a thing, because can you imagine how much conditioner my hair is using every single time? And it's always. So I need good products that have, I would love at least the option of a pour top, of a squeeze top, rather than a pump top. Many people love the pump top for its ease of use. For me, when I have to use so much product per time, it is better if I can negotiate how much product that is in each go. It's easier for me to understand how much product needs to be in my hand at a given time, rather than how many pumps of a product I need to use on just the one section of my hair in a given time. So this is really my plea to hair care companies. Shampoo, good shampoo as the base. Everything else is a leave-in, no matter what it says, no matter what order I'm supposed to do it in. I would love a product line that really just builds upon itself in any direction, starting with a good shampoo like I have here, and then going from there. A couple of final notes. Y'all are going to ask me, Donna, right? Sister Tab, Donna's recipe. I haven't tried it because I have not had the capacity for deep dives into new. Because my L has worked so well for me, and because a number of their lines do work well for me, those are my next products. I can use all of them because none of them have stopped working on my hair. That's the other thing. Things, even in the same climate, the same product doesn't work the same way over continued use. So something I've really appreciated about my L is its multiple product lines, many of which work really well on my hair. So I need giant products. I need the option for a squeeze top instead of a pump. I really like the quality of ingredients. Everything is a leave-in after shampoo. That's what I would love in product lines. Again, I have not tried an exhaustive list of products. My hair was angry at me. This cut, I did it myself, which I don't recommend. It was a thought out decision, and then I was not using quality product, and the scissors, and then she was mad also with the scissors that I chose. I chose regular schmegular scissors. Hairstylists are cringing at that. Again, an intentional choice, not getting into in this particular video. But my hair had just been finished. She had just gotten done being angry at me for the previous person who cut my hair, who didn't know what she was doing and sort of hacked it off rather haphazardly. And my hair she was big mad. She was big mad. My hair also tends toward down. I am mixed black and white. So my hair coming right out of my head, as you saw or will see with I shaved my head. I look like G.I. Jane. When I tell you, I thought I was all black, and I thought my hair would lay flat against my scalp. And I'm not. My mama's white. My daddy is black. Coming out of my scalp, my hair goes straight up. But with any length past about 2 or 3 inches, my hair tends toward down. So you have to deal with my hair like long hair that tends toward down rather than hair that comes up and stays up. If a black person, a white person, and a mixed person are walking down the street and the wind blows, the white person's hair will go just about back to where it was. The black person's hair will stay exactly where the wind put it. And my hair, it'll come out and then it'll tend toward down. It'll get bigger, gets bigger with humidity, and the more you touch it, she will, if you see me on a really humid day and my hair happens to be down, every time you see me, my hair will have expanded by like 3 times. So my hair gets big, but outward and downward facing. So that also, I would appreciate hair care companies taking that into account. Again, I have not tried every single product out there, in part because Mael is doing so well by me in this moment. That doesn't mean there aren't products I would like to try. And it doesn't mean that Mael will always work for me, because that I've experienced that repeatedly, that a product will work and then will stop working in the same way. And sometimes that is me because I've moved to a different climate, which is the number one thing that impacts my hair. And sometimes that is because the product has simply stopped working on my hair as it is. So, hair care companies, I'd love a product line with a great shampoo base or great dual shampoo base, and then everything else is a leave-in that builds on each other in any given order. Thanks. I'm Dr. Charli Brown. I will see you on these internet streets. Oh, and P.S. I am a synthesizer. That is one of my skills, is that I'm able to take sort of everything that I understand about a thing and bring it into a relatively concise, this video isn't concise, but a relatively concise way that you understand, like in languages, and that you emote in and receive in. And that's what I kind of want from my hair care products. I want them to emote and talk and speak and communicate in ways that I receive in. And that way is primarily with that shampoo base, and then everything else being a leave-in, with every other day is going to get combed through. So you might have products that are like, comb this through, and other products that are just going to sit, they're going to sit topically on top of my hair. But everything is a leave-in. Nothing is not a leave-in except for shampoo, which does get washed out before I begin the leave-in cycle, which is maybe anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on product. So, thanks. Also, PPS. I'm not that interested in doing hair videos on a very regular basis. This was something that's really been on my mind for a couple of days, and I said, let me just go ahead and record this video. This is outside the scope of my normal and what I'd like to be my normal. Thank you kindly.